season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr back to Renfro again, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 1st and 10, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Browns at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. Carr to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby on to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Carr to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz,
82 yards.
and the Browns are able to move back in front.
This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town at 2nd and a country mile. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs as the 1st half is winding down. And the Raiders have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
And if we, if we do that,
and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Manipulate. Everybody
the Cleveland offense ready to go. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a first down throw. Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 29, Watson looking left side, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns have cut the lead back down to 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. From the 41, Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Browns have possession of the football.
Fucking rally.
Often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on third down. To the goal line but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Yeah, it did. Oh, shit.
This ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Carr.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one.
I don't know how Riley ain't intercept that shit, bro.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
I fucking knew it, man.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back.
What the fuck?
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted.
You see that shit, man?
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Browns
That was
are
big.
going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him.
But when it took that shit,
break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Watson to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
I missed the extra point. And I had to go for 2, and one of them I got it. That's how come I got that point.
And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now Carr. Gets this to Waller. A nice little juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. What a finish to this one.